Hi, welcome back to Rebecca's Lifestyle. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup video and it's using drugstore or cheap makeup. So let's jump right into it. I'm using products such as Technic, Intrigue eyeshadow palette. I'm also using a Technic Colour Max face palette. I'm also using the Wet n Wild concealer and the Sleek liquid lipstick. So let's get on with it. I'm going to be giving you a review on what the products are like and what I think about them, and that's about it. So let's get started then. First product, after I've moisturised my face, which I did before the video, I'm using Wet n Wild concealer from they do come in a range of skin tones, and I've got E834, which is fair beige, and this is a product that's cruelty free. It's a liquid concealer and it's basically saying goodbye to photo flashback, which is amazing. It's tested on 7 different lights, instantly brightens the appearance of the skin and conceals imperfection, dark spots and blemishes, and also gentle enough for the delicate under eye area. Again, you can get in the UK Technic from Boots. Again, you may have to order it online with Boots Direct. And I think it's a fabulous concealer. I do really like it. One of my favourite concealers, to be fair, of all time. I'm just going to use a face brush to wipe it in. You can also do a halo eye with this concealer if you wanted to, and that's just putting concealer on your eyes. This costs about £4, so again, I definitely think it's worth £4, definitely. What can I say? I love it, and well done, Wet n Wild. Another thing that I would like to try, that people have raved about, lots of people on YouTube, is that Wet n Wild foundation, photo focus foundation. So I would love to try that as well. Now coming on to Technic Colour Max face palette. which consists of face and eyes, and it's in Showstopper. They do 4 of these. Again, a range of different colour mixes. I've got 01 Showstopper. It is a vegan product and it's suitable for vegans and vegetarians. It's developed in the UK. Face and eye powders obviously discontinue if irritation does occur. And I'm taking the Technic bronzer out of this face palette, and just basically using it as a blusher, just say. The powder is lovely and soft. Obviously both the blush and the bronzer. The highlight palette part is obviously not so soft, but again, that's basically what baked highlighters are, not so soft as the powder blushes and bronzers. Again, I'm brushing it into my skin, the bronzer, and again both the blusher and the bronzer are quite pigmented, I would say. And the highlighter again is this sort of highlighter is again not too pigmented, but it's not really subtle either. So it's, if you like, a go-to highlighter in between subtle and pigmented, then it could be a good highlighter for you. Next, I'm moving on to the eyeshadow palette, Technic Intrigued Press Pigmented Palette. Now this has a mixture of mattes and say pigments, pressed pigments. Some of them again come off as a shimmery effect. Again, great if you're doing a nighttime look or just generally want to play around with makeup. It also comes with a lovely mirror. On eBay I brought this palette, and I also brought the Colour Max face palette, and there were about £3.15 each. But this one you get 3, 6, 9 eyeshadows all together and a mirror. And the Technic Colour Max, you get 4 eyeshadows, a blush, highlighter and a bronzer. Again, Technic do different combinations of these with different names. So I'm just going to bend the safety what do you call it, again, safety seal, and I'm just going to dip in with my Studio London eyeshadow brush and just go over the top of my eyes and eyelids. Same to the other side. Again, the mattes in this palette don't have that much kickback, which I do like. The shimmers in this palette, or pressed pigments in this palette, do have more kickback, but again, for about £3-4, again, the eyeshadow palette is, in my opinion, definitely worth it, because you do get a mirror with it, as well as 9 eyeshadows. And again, it's one of these palettes that are small, you can take it on holiday with you, or work with you. It's very versatile. I'm using the next shade, this Rust shade, on my eyelid. Again, the blendability, in my opinion, in the palette is very good. And I'm just going to push this tan shade, orangey tan shade, over the top of my eyelid. I would like to do more tutorials with these Technic palettes, so please stay tuned for more tutorials using them. Last but not least, I have again a really good sleek matte me ultra smooth matte lip cream, and in a hilarious and I've gone for, again, a bronzy look today again. I always like doing the bronzy looks, especially when the sun's out. So, ta-da! That is what it looks like. The eyeshadow and the lip cream. Again, the lip cream or liquid lipstick, in my opinion, doesn't dries down matte quickly, and again, it's smooth going on. Again, they come in a variety of colours as well, which I like. So there you go. I am going to do swatches now of all what I've been using, and also other parts of palettes that I haven't used but I would like to use in future tutorials, just say. again, this lip cream, it doesn't go into the sleek lip cream doesn't go into fine lines. I will give you a sample of one of the pressed pigments in this palette. It does have some glitter to it, so again, if you the pressed pigment, so if you are looking for, or you're not looking for a glittery look, then again it might not be the palette for you. Now going on to the face palette. This here is the highlight from the face palette. This is the concealer, the Wet n Wild concealer. This is the lip cream. This is the creamy pinky shade at the top of the pressed pigments palette. This is the Ready bronzy shade from the pressed pigments palette. This is the tan light bronzy orangey shade from the pressed pigments palette, and also this is the pressed pigment metallic, one of them, which is a bronzy glittery metallic. From the face palette, this is the lightest shade. This is the medium shade. This is more of a shimmery shade, and this is again one of the darkest shades. Also, that is the highlighter, and that is last but not least the bronzer. So again, fairly pigmented, quite easy to blend. The shimmery pressed pigments do have a bit more kickback to what the matte shades are, but I think they generally do in most makeup palettes, just say, or eye palettes, face palettes, etc. Again, I've really enjoyed doing this tutorial, and again, I love you, all you viewers and subscribers. I love you all, and thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and press the like button, etc. And I'll see you in my next video, which is going to be a travel video, and it's going to be the latest travel news worldwide according to breakingtravelnews.com. And please stay tuned for that if you're wanting to know about travel news. So bye for now. Thank you. Bye.